This morning you woke up and put on a polo shirt that read Made in China on the inside tag. You then went to your garage and got in a car that had parts that were manufactured in all parts of the world. You drove that car to the grocery store, where you bought grapes that were grown in Chile, sugar from Jamaica, and curry from India. You did all of this because of globalization. In this lesson, you'll learn the meaning of globalization, some of its positive and negative effects, and some real examples of globalization. While flipping through your TV channels, you may stop at the various business channels, and in your brief stop at that channel, you may view a panel discussing globalization in the marketplace. Even in the news, there is always a story that discusses the economic ramifications of globalization. Globalization is the opening of local and nationalistic perspectives to a broader outlook of an interconnected and interdependent world with free transfer of capital, goods, and services across national frontiers. Globalization has both positive and negative effects. On an individual level, globalization affects both the standard of life and the quality of life. On a business level, globalization affects an organization's product life cycle and an organization's balance sheet. Globalization also affects how governments throughout the world create policies affecting areas such as monetary regulation and trade. On an individual level, globalization has affected the standard of life and quality of life of individuals and families throughout the world. Standard of living is the level of wealth, comfort, material goods, and necessities available to a certain socioeconomic class in a certain geographic area. Quality of life is the degree to which a person enjoys the important possibilities of his or her life. In many instances, quality of life has improved for those who live in developing nations. For many developing nations, globalization has led to an improvement in standard of living through improved roads and transportation, improved healthcare, and improved education due to the global expansion of corporations. However, globalization has had a negative effect on individuals who live in developed nations. This is due to the fact that corporations now have the option of establishing manufacturing operations in nations where manufacturing and production costs are less expensive. As a result, many manufacturing jobs leave developed nations and move to developing nations. On a corporate level, globalization has had an effect on organizations' product or service life cycle. Product life cycle is the period of time over which an item is developed, brought to market, and eventually removed from the world market. One such example of globalization having a positive effect on a product's life cycle would be the Kinder Egg. Kinder Eggs are egg-shaped chocolate candies with tiny toys inside and are very popular with children. However, due to the fact that the tiny toys may be a choking hazard for children, the United States banned the sale of these candies. However, due to globalization, the Kinder Egg is still a popular candy sold in Canada and several countries throughout Europe. However, globalization could have a negative effect on corporations' balance sheets. An example of globalization having a negative effect on a corporation's balance sheet can be found in the